Welcome to our new Egyptian galleries. Are you guys excited?
Yep, of course.
Follow me. Hi guys, I'm so excited because I'm going to show you one of my very favourite things in this whole museum. And that, if you can see over here, can you see that little blue tile? Can you see what's on it?
A dog?
It's a dog. It's a really big dog and he's being led by a little teeny tiny man. And part of what I love about this is that you can see he's got like big lots of spots like he's a Dalmatian, right? But the object I actually want to show you is the one right next to it. Can you see that it's got lots of writing on it? Like it's a piece of stone.
Hieroglyphics.
It's kind of like hieroglyphics. It's a different type of ancient writing, but it's very similar from ancient Egypt. And it actually records the dreams of a man who lived 2,000 years ago, who had a dream about a dog just like this one, who was chasing after an ibis bird. Do you know what an ibis bird is?
No.
The bird with the big long
bin
chicken. Yeah, the bin
chicken.
Well, the dog was chasing after an ibis and the man tried to rescue the ibis from the dog and then he woke up. And that's what he wrote down from 2,000 years ago.
Whoa, that's a long time.
So when you guys think about ancient Egypt, what do you think about?
Mummies.
Indeed. All right, follow me.
Wow.
He's pretty cool, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is the coffin of a man named Patiashakhet.
That's a long word to pronounce.
It is. It is a weird name. And the reason why we know his name is it's actually written in the hieroglyphs that you can see on the coffin. And what's really important about this particular person is that he was an ancient scribe. Do you know what the scribe is?
No.
Well, he was somebody who was very well educated in ancient Egypt. And we also know that he's a scribe, not just because it tells us, but because of this really great person here. Can you see that animal-headed god there? What animal head is that?
An ibis?
It is an ibis, and he's got the long beak that we talked about before. And can you see what is in his hand there? Almost a sword. A scroll, a parchment. Perfect. And that way, he's the god of scribes, okay? He was the most important person for the scribes because he would protect them in the afterlife.
Yeah, I can see little crescents.
Yeah, you can see straight down the side, and that's because this coffin was opened over 100 years ago, and we found a mummy inside of there. And sometimes in museums, to learn more about the ancient person inside of the coffin, we use lots of things like x-rays. Do you know what an x-ray is?
Yeah.
But yeah, we use x-rays and things like that so we can see inside of the wrapped mummy and know what they were and how they lived and maybe even how they died in the ancient world. All right, so I'm going to show you one more thing, and it's a cartoon.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Okay, I really wanted to show you guys this because it's kind of like an ancient Egyptian cartoon. Except, do you know how we normally read things from left to right?
Yeah.
This reads from right to left.
Like Hebrew.
Like Hebrew, exactly. And what happens in this one is this shows us how the mummified person is going to get into the afterlife. And can you see this jackal-headed god here?
Yeah.
And he's above a mummy, and what he's doing is he's holding up the mummy's heart. And what they're going to do is they're going to take it over here through a procession of all the offerings that are coming with him to the Hall of Judgment. And can you see that pair of scales there?
Yeah.
Can you see that the same Anubis, the same jackal-headed god is standing on the scale?
Yeah.
Well, what he's doing is weighing the heart against the weight of a feather. Because if you're a good person, you could go into the afterlife and your heart would be lighter than a feather. But if you'd been a bad person, the heart would weigh heavier than the feather and you would be fed to this demon called Amit with a crocodile head, and your heart would be eaten and you'd be lost forever. Is that kind of cool? Well, I do have one more treat for you.
Oh my god, that's an arena! That's like a flower garden.
Do you guys know that this model has about 250,000 bricks in it?
What?
And it's actually a model of the ancient city of Pompeii. And Pompeii is super famous because it was destroyed in 79 AD by a volcano.
What?
And if you come around, keep going, you might be able to find the volcano.